Hi, I'm Dr. Chris, here to talk to you about migraines and stress. So, right here, when stress is a chronic migraine trigger, stress and migraines are linked in vicious cycles. Stress in your life can trigger a migraine and keep it going. Chronic migraine pain can boost your stress. As many as 80% of people who get migraines list stress as a common trigger. These people have also reported high stress levels. The stress headache connection may be worse in women than men. So let's really go farther into this. This is what we call a positive feedback loop, meaning the stress causes a migraine, causes more stress, causes the migraine. It could also be called a vicious cycle. And frequently, what I see in migraines is not just stress, but anxiety, because now you have the migraine, it causes pain, it causes anxiety. Oh, goodness, when's the next migraine going to come? How am I going to get through it? More anxiety, more pain, etc. So positive feedback loop. So I'm going to actually use the words stress and anxiety interchangeably, only because it's hard for me to differentiate at this point. What I'm going to go into right now is why these techniques for managing stress don't work. So they're going to say clean your house, sleep better, declutter, develop better habits, exercise, maybe even meditate. Can you reduce? Yeah, eat a better diet. And these are all good ideas, but it's not going to resolve your stress. So there's stress management techniques. That's going to be, and I recommend this to my patients all the time, doing deep breathing. You could try doing box breathing, circular breathing, qigong breathing. There's all different types of breathing. Once we start engaging the diaphragm and bringing our consciousness to our breath, we downregulate the nervous system. And it will help to take you off the cliff. We also have, obviously eating a better diet is just a great idea. What you put in is what you get. So you can reduce the dietary triggers, make sure you're getting better food, get off the sugar roller coaster, all of that, super good ideas. But the stress, because you're still not processing it correctly. You see, these are all things to reduce your symptoms somewhat for the migraine. They can help you to push off the attack, but we're still not making progress in getting you to the point where you are feeling better as a person overall. See right there, change stressful patterns, plan to relax, and seek help if you need it. So there is therapy and there's medication, but most of those are still working to take care of the stress symptoms. What am I recommending? Where am I going with this? I'm going towards, we're never taught to use both sides of our brain. The left side is the logical, analytical, separate, linear side of the brain. The right side is the creative, the oceanic consciousness, one could say higher consciousness, multitasking, visual, creative side of the brain. Jill Bolte, I don't remember her name. Dr. Jill, she is a really, really brilliant woman. And she had a stroke and that blew out the left side of her brain. So she was in the right side of her brain and she couldn't do certain things, but she felt amazing because she was able to just connect to that oceanic consciousness. In that place, there is no fear or worry. So the left side of the brain is very, very good for immediate survival. But once we start diving into the planning, we start running through all these different scenarios. Every time we run through a scenario mentally, we also run through it in the physical body. And running through it in the physical body is putting us into fight or flight. That tightens up the muscles. It reduces digestion, as you may know from stomach symptoms with migraines. And we can't sleep, et cetera, et cetera. So it's that type of stress. That's what I like to work on, to help to connect to that part of ourself that's always known that we're safe. And there is a part of that in everyone. So this is why all these great techniques for stress They're going to help when you're right there on the cliff to maybe push off an attack, but it's not going to do a long-term improvement. For long-term improvement, we need to learn how to use both sides of our brain, and it leads to a much better, more robust, beautiful life. So I love you guys. Do well. If you have any questions, comment, leave it below. If you want to reach out, you have my information right there. Have a great day.